Hello everyone. In this video, I will continue section 7.5. This section is about solving trigonometric equations, right, in different scenarios. And in this video, I'm going to show how to solve a trigonometric equation with a calculator, okay? So there are two methods you can use. First of all, you can use inverse trig function in your calculator, right? So method 1 uses the inverse trig function. And method 2, you can use a graphing calculator and a built-in intersect feature. But in our class, I don't allow to use graphing calculator. So you just need to use, you will just need to use the inverse trig function, okay? And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use inverse trig function to solve, all right? Okay, let's look at this example. Example 13, use a calculator to solve cosine 2 theta is equal to minus 0.7941 in the interval theta between 0 and 360 degrees, okay? Express the answer in degrees to 2 decimal places. Okay, so now, first of all, if cosine 2 theta is equal to negative 0.7941, what is 2 theta equal to? So 2 theta is equal to, right, cosine inverse of negative 0.7941. And so what is that? If you use our calculator, I have a calculator open here. So I use that calculator and we get 2 theta is equal to 142.57, right? Yes. Okay, this is 2 theta, okay? So 2 theta is in second quadrant, right? As expected because the cosine is negative. So now 2 theta is here, okay? And that angle is 142.7, 142.57. And we know that there is another angle that gives the same cosine value, right? And since this is a negative number, the other angle is in the third quadrant because we know that cosine is negative in the third quadrant. That's why to get the other angle, you just need to find the symmetry of this point through the x-axis, and it makes sense because cosine is the x value, right, on the unit circle. So this is the other angle, and since this is symmetric, these angles are equal to each other, okay? And what is this angle here, one angle here? One straight angle is 180, so 180 minus 142.57, which is 37.43, right? So one angle is 37.43. And this angle is also 37.43. So the whole total angle here is 180 plus, right? 37.43, which makes, let me check I already did that calculation before. 217.43. So we got two cosine angle. We got two angle actually that gives the same cosine value, right? And those angles are 142.57 and 217.43. So 2 theta is equal to then 142.57 plus 2 n pi, right? And second solution gives 2 theta is equal to 217.43 plus 2 n pi. But remember, we would like to solve not for 2 theta, but theta, right? So we should solve theta in each equation. And to solve the theta in each equation, I can just divide both sides with 2, right, in each equation. So from that, I get theta is equal to, if I divide 142.57 to 2, I will get 71.28 plus n pi, right? We should also divide this part with 2. So 2's cancel. So we get just n pi. So, and secondly, we get theta is equal to, and if you divide both sides again with 2, what we will get here, 108 plus 72 plus, no, sorry, 108.72 plus n pi, okay? So Now these are the general solutions, right? But I need to find solutions between 0 and 360. Of course, I should pick different n values, right? If I pick n is equal to 0, what do I get? Theta is equal to, from the first guy, 71.28. And from the second guy, I get 108.72, right? And when n is equal to 1, I get theta is equal to 71.28 plus pi, and pi is 180, right? If I sum them up, let me check my notes, I get 251.28, and from second case, I get 288.72. 72. All right, so we got 4 solutions that gives this equation true, okay? And this is how you find. You just use calculator for this part, and we got 2 theta. But don't forget, if it's cosine and sine, there should be another angle which gives the same cosine or sine value, right? You should find that angle as I did here, and that another angle is 217.43 in this case. Now we got these 2 general solution here, but remember we have solved for theta. Divide both sides with 2, get the theta. But this is not the end. This because we need to find solutions between 0 and 360. Then these are the solutions, okay? All right, I hope it's clear for everyone. Let's move to the second example. Use a calculator to solve a similar example, right? Sine 2 theta. So let me just follow the same step. So 2 theta is equal to then sine inverse of negative 0.2359. Okay, but this time I need to use my calculator for that. Let me use my calculator. You don't see my calculator, but I'm just trying to write down sine inverse of negative 0.2359, which is equal to negative 13.64. Of course, degrees. This is degrees. So one angle is here, right? Since this is negative, I got to go this way, and this angle is negative 13.64. Okay. But again, if this is sine or cosine, there is another angle between 0 and 360, which gives the same sign. And since sine is negative in third and fourth and third quadrant, the other angle should be in the third quadrant. And to find that, again, find the symmetry of this plane through the y-axis, okay? And of course, this angle is again 13.64. And the whole angle here, this is what we need, right? The whole angle here is, what is the whole angle here? 180 plus 13.64. So 2 theta equals, first of all, from the first guy, we get negative 13 plus 0.64 plus 2 n pi. By the way, I can also rewrite that negative, right? This way, I can go all the way from here to there. Maybe it is better to do that this way, okay? So negative 13 plus 64. And how can I find that? You just need to add 360, right, to this angle. So negative 13 plus 64 plus 360, which is equal to 373.64. No, it's negative, right? Sorry. So if it is negative, should be 346.36, right? All right, let me double check if I sum them up. Yes. So instead of this negative, I can use this value here, 346.36. And okay, this is for this part. And we have another, right, this angle. And that angle is 180 plus, so 13.64. So 2 theta is equal to, If I do that in my mind, I get 180, 190, 193.64, 193.64, right? Plus 2n pi. And again, this is for 2 theta. Let's divide both sides with 2. Theta is equal to, oh, what do I get? Now let me use the calculator. 346.36 divided by 2. 173.18 plus n pi. And from this guy, so 193.64 divided by 2. 98.82 plus n pi, right? Okay, these are general solutions, but we need the solutions again in this interval, right, between 0 and 360. And to do so, just try to couple n values, okay? For n is equal to 0, what do we get? Theta is equal to 173.18 and 98.82, okay? And when n is equal to 1, we get theta is equal to 173.18 plus 180, right? So let me use my calculator again. Okay, so plus 180, 353.18, 353.18. And from this guy, 98.82 plus 180, right? So 98.82 plus 180. 278.82, 278.82. And if I add one more pi, right, it will be bigger than 360. So these are my all solutions, okay? Same idea, but this time it's for sine, okay? All right. Let's go to next example. Use a calculator to solve 4 sine squared minus 5 sine minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. So first of all, let's try to factor this guy. 4 sine squared theta plus 5 sine theta minus 6 is equal to 0. So let's try to factor this guy. How can I factor it? What about, let's try this. 2 sine theta, 2 sine theta. And how can I factor negative 6? I can, negative 6 can be negative 3 and 2. It doesn't really help. What else? Negative if I say negative 3 and 2, it's not helping. What else? I can say negative 6 and 1. It's not helping either. Negative 6 and 1, 6 and negative 1. Maybe instead of using 2 sine theta, 2 sine theta, I can also use 4 sine theta and sine theta, right? So 4 sine theta and sine theta. That, I hope this helps. So what I can pick for negative 6 to, yeah, it's helping. Yeah, cool. Plus, no, minus 2, and plus 3. Does it help? 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 3 times 2, see, okay, it should be positive 5, right? So this should be positive 2, and this should be negative 3. Oh, sorry. It's negative 3. Okay, nice. Yeah, it worked. Is equal to 0. So from there I get 4 sine theta is equal to, so minus 3 is equal to 0, and sine theta plus 2 is equal to 0, right? From there I get 4 sine theta is equal to 3, and sine theta is equal to 3 over 4. And from there I get sine theta is equal to minus 2, okay? First of all, sine theta is equal to minus 2 is not possible. Sine is always between 1 and negative 1, right? So not possible. So this guy is not possible. So I just need to focus on this guy. Sine theta is equal to 3 over 4. So theta is equal to sine inverse of 3 over 4. What is that? Let me use my calculator again. Sine inverse of sine inverse of 3 over 4, 48, 48.59. Okay, nice. This is one solution, right? And this is theta, so I don't need to divide it by 2 and so on and so forth. But as I said, if it is sine, there should be another angle which gives the same sine value, right? And the way to find that angle is, again, just try to draw the picture. So 48 is somewhere here, right? 48.59. And I want to get sine is equal to, again, 3 over 4. So sine is positive in first and second quadrant. So there's another angle in the second quadrant which gives the same sine value. And to find that, the same trick, just find symmetry of this point through the y-axis. And it's y-axis because sine on the unit circle, sine y value gives the sine, right? And they have to have the same y value. So these 2 points have the same y value, right? That's why I'm taking symmetry through the y-axis. Okay, anyway, so this angle is from symmetry again for the 8.59, but I want this angle, right? And that angle is, so second solution for theta is 180 minus 48.59, which makes, let's don't use calculator this time. If it was 50, 180 minus 50 is 130. So 131.41 degrees. Yay, these are the solutions, okay? Yeah, there is nothing actually new here, but you need sometimes, if it's not a special triangle, you can also use calculator. Okay, let me stop here for this video. In the next video, I will continue to work on the trig equations and how to solve trig equations, okay? See you in the next video.